Well, hi Taurus. Welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Taurus, let's find out. What can you expect coming up in your life? If this reading does not resonate, check your moon sign, which is your private and emotional self, or get a private reading from someone that you trust. All cards are male or female. Okay. The overall energy of your reading is the Ten of Cups. Oh, that's nice. Sunshine, rainbows, the equal exchange of love. Union between two people. There's children dancing. This is a family situation with lots of love. So this is surrounding your entire reading. And up here in your highest energy is the Four of Pentacles. This is where you are. This is where you want to stay. You don't want to move. This is, you're good. You're good. Okay? It's like, I'm good where I'm at. I don't want any changes. All right? Either that or you're feeling stuck and stagnant in this relationship. Let me keep reading so I can make up my mind on that one. I have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, you are feeling stuck. Oh my gosh, you're feeling stuck in a beautiful relationship. Okay, there is a lot of love, but maybe you're just feeling stagnant in this relationship. Because I have the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is rushing right towards the Four of Pentacles. So this means you want this feeling gone. This feeling being stuck, gone. You might rush in with a lot of truth and clarity and have a discussion about this since this is swords. Let me keep reading. I have the Emperor right next to the Knight of Swords. The Emperor is the card for Aries. Aries might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart around this reading. But the Emperor, this is your energy. The Emperor is pretty, they have a stubborn type energy about them. It's like they see things their way. They know exactly what they want, what they don't want. They hold really true to themselves, okay? They're very well liked. They're very well respected by other people. But they do like to have things their way. So something's going on here. There's something that's not going your way. Perhaps you want to make a change in this relationship and the other person doesn't. And you really need to take some sort of action because you're feeling very stagnant. You feel like you want to either move, you want to change jobs, you want to change your environment, there's something you need to change to make you happy again. You might kind of be happy, but you're not, you need a change. That's what it feels like. You just need a change. I have the Page of Wands under the Four of Pentacles. Now the Page of Wands, there's that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, and this card is actually facing the Ten of Cups. It looks like there is something brewing within you, and you're not able to shake it. So you're going to come out with it. That's what this Knight of Swords is about. You're coming out with it. And it's going to be like, we need to make a change, you know, and you're very firm about it. You're firm because you're the Emperor. So it's brewing. It's brewing from the bottom of your feet, and it's going to come out your mouth. And it's all about a fresh start, new beginning. You want to change. And this is to your partner, the one that you love. I have the Nine of Pentacles on the other side of the Ten of Cups and under the Emperor. Yeah, you know, it has to do with security and stability. Maybe you want the other person to go to work or something like that, because I feel like you feel that you're doing all the work as far as, you know, grounding this relationship, bringing in the money, taking care of things. You're very self-confident. You're very self-assured, and you're surrounded by pentacles. And since all these pentacles are just around you here, it feels like you are the breadwinner, sort of the relationship, of the family situation. There might not be children, but either way, you're the one who seems to do a lot of the work here, and you're feeling like it's a one-sided relationship when it actually isn't, because this is the Ten of Cups. They do have lots of love for you, but perhaps they're not doing their fair share, and that's where I'm going with this reading right here. I have the Nine of Cups under the Page of Wands. So, you know, this is affecting your love life. this situation. You're feeling you kind of been putting your love on a shelf behind you because you're feeling stuck, and you're like, well, you just feel like guarding that love. You don't, because this love, you feel like it hasn't been nurtured enough by the other party, that you're starting to get defensive, and you're starting to put that love on a shelf, and you're just protecting it to wait and see what happens. I have the Two of Swords right next to the Nine of Cups and under the Ten of Cups. You have kind of put off dealing with it. You've been protecting your heart because there is a lot of love here, okay, in this reading. You have a blindfold on, your swords are up in self-protection. So even though you are in self-protection mode and you're aware of how you're feeling, you haven't really come out and said anything because you didn't want to deal with it, because you didn't want your heart to get broken. You didn't, that's why you've been stuck. But you're changing that. You're taking action. That's right below the Ten of Cups. This is right above the Ten of Cups. You're definitely taking action towards this feeling of being stagnant. In you doing like all the work, not all the work, but carrying the load, like, of the responsibility in this relationship. I have the Strength card here next to the Two of Swords and under the Nine of Pentacles. So this is the card for Leo. Leo might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. There's the infinity symbol, the symbol of intuition and knowing. So you are going to know what to do, and you are going to find the strength and the courage to do it. So instead of just running off, you know, like leaving the relationship, you're going to find the strength and the courage to do what needs to be done. And I think that is actually coming out of this Two of Swords energy, pulling your head out of the sand and actually dealing with it. And for you, this takes strength. This takes courage to actually come out and tell them how you're feeling. Wow. Like I said, these are all male or female cards. Oh, yeah, you haven't been dealing with this at all, and now you're going to, it looks like. It's just brewing. It's just coming to the point that you have to do something. Okay. I have the Knight of Wands up here next to the Emperor, and you know how solid and stable that Emperor is. Well, the Knight of Wands, maybe you're suspecting. Maybe this person that you love, maybe they just don't stick around too much. Maybe you feel single, but when you're not, that's kind of how it feels. So Knight of Wands is an energy that doesn't stick around. They come and go. They're flighty. So maybe that's why they're not contributing enough to the relationship. Maybe that's why you feel like you're carrying the whole load. You want them to stick around, and I think that is part of this conversation. They are a soulmate, okay? I have the Lovers here. This is the card for Gemini. Gemini might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. There's your guardian angels and spirit guides. It's like you've been lovers in another life. This is what this card is about. It's a very, very strong spiritual connection with this person. And the guardian angels and spirit guides, they're like, they want you to come together. You probably have a soul contract to fulfill from another life, or unfinished business of some sort that you really need to fulfill. So you need to come together. Strong connection between the two of you. It feels like they are not treating this relationship as maturely as you are. They're not respecting it. They're not embracing this relationship like you are. I have the Queen of Pentacles right next to the Lover's card. So there's your energy again. This is your card, Taurus. This is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That's up in your highest energy. This is your card, male or female. You are looking at the Pentacles. You know, it's like it is about the Pentacles, security, stability, groundedness, which has to do with their in and out energy. They're really flighty. You want to be grounded in this soulmate relationship. You have a lot of respect. You want to feel secure in this relationship, and you don't with this energy right here. So there you are, looking at that pentacle. It's very important to you, and this is coming out. It's going to come out, and it's going to take strength and courage, but it will come out. Because you don't really want to lose them. There's a lot of love here, and you're afraid you might just blow them right out of the water, you know, but it's going to come out. It has to come out, it looks like. Because right next to the Nine of Pentacles and under the Knight of Wands is a Five of Pentacles. This is how they leave you feeling all the time. Alone, rejected, left out in the cold. No, you can't take that anymore. If you're going to feel alone, you're going to be alone, okay? That's kind of how you're thinking. If you're going to make me feel alone, I might as well be alone. So I have the Queen of Swords right next to the Five of Pentacles and right under the Lover's card. Here's that honest and truthful conversation you rush in with. It's like you can't hold it back any longer, okay? So you speak your truth to your lover, to your soulmate, and you ask for their truth. So this is a conversation that's going to happen here. You let them know how it makes you feel. Alone, okay? You spend your nights, you spend time alone. This is very spiritual. Seeking guidance from the universe, soul searching. You spend a lot of time alone seeking truth and seeking clarity about this relationship. Excuse me. So, there you are. And you're getting truth and clarity from this relationship. And this is going to come out. And you're going to talk about it. And it does have to do with being grounded in this relationship. And then under, very strong healing card actually. So this card actually leads you to healing. So all this truth and clarity, all this time you spend alone is actually helping you to come to the point of finding the strength and the courage to reach out to the lover and have this truthful and honest conversation about how you do not feel grounded, you want to feel grounded, and how they leave you feeling rejected and alone, and you might as well be alone if that's going to be happening. I have the Three of Wands right under the Five of Pentacles and next to the Strength card. There you are. You know, if you're going to feel alone, you might as well be alone. So you're thinking, well, maybe, you know, through this conversation, you're holding on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand, and you're looking out there. There's 3 ships. If this isn't your ship, if they aren't your ship, then you need to get, you know, on board. You need to start looking for your ship. You need to get out there and start scanning the horizon for your ship, if they're not your ship. And I think this is part of that conversation too. Are you in or are you out? Because I have better things to do than feel rejected and alone without being alone. Wow. So all of this truthful conversation back and forth with your divine soulmate, which your guardian angels and spirit guides really do want the two of you to finish some business or come together this lifetime. If it doesn't happen this lifetime, they'll try again next lifetime. But right next to you, looking out over the world, wondering where your ship is, if your ship is coming in, I have the Wheel of Fortune. So once that wheel starts turning, this is the universe. You can't stop it. This is the wheel for the better. And this conversation is actually going to help you move forward. This is what the universe wants you to do. You have been ignoring the truth and the clarity behind this relationship. You haven't, we already know that. You've been, not dealing with it. There has been truth and clarity all around you for a while. And you're still blindfolded here. You still feel bound, like stuck. And this is a card of illusion. Because the feet aren't bound, the mouth isn't bound. And it seems to me you're going to use your mouth and you're going to talk and have this conversation, and this comes to you through all this meditation, like this is the only thing left to do. And this is exactly what the universe wants you to do in order to either move forward with or without them. Either way, the universe wants you to move forward. The guardian angels and spirit guides would rather the two of you could come together, but it may not happen this lifetime. This is your connection. It's very, very strong. What's at the bottom of the deck? Taurus, the High Priestess. The High Priestess. Oh, very spiritual. That is the card in the tarot deck for intuition and knowing. The High Priestess. So it's like if you pull back that pomegranate, if I could talk, curtain, and you listen to yourself, listen to what yourself is telling you, you have a lot of answers already. And a lot of that comes from this healing, this meditating, this praying, or whatever you're doing here, soul searching. For truth and clarity, you are finding the truth and the clarity. And you do know that you're the emperor, and it's all about this energy of this soulmate, this divine soulmate that keeps running in and out of your life. So, wow. That's what this reading's all about. I don't have a final conclusion on this reading, but it does look as if you are going to move forward for your better because of this conversation. Now, I can't really tell if they are moving forward with you or not. With the Three of Wands right next to the Wheel of Fortune, you may be moving forward on your own. Maybe. But I cannot say for sure until next reading. But I do know for sure this conversation is going to be had. Okay? And it's something that you need to do to move forward one way or the other. And I do know that there is a lot of love between the two of you, even though they tromp on it. It looks like they just take it for granted. So let's see where this goes. Next reading, Taurus, this was your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.